Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing with you the products that I use to overcome my protein overload. I did suffer from protein overload for about 2.5 months. Um, yeah, and that was pretty much my fault. Most of the products that I was using on my hair, all of them just had protein in them. My shampoo, my deep conditioner, my leave-ins, my creams, my gels, everything had protein in them. And I think too, the main thing that I left my deep conditioner on a little bit too long, and I think that's really what triggered the protein overload too as well. But yeah, just too much protein in your hair is not good. Protein is good for your hair because it does give you the it strengthens your hair. It gives you that elasticity in your hair. It helps keep your hair, strong and healthy. But too much of it, too much protein is not a good thing. So that's why you have to look on the back of um your products, on the back of the look at your ingredients on the back of your products, which I thought I was doing that. I wasn't thinking anything about protein on the back of my products because I never really had a problem with protein. My hair pretty much loved protein, but I guess by having that was just too much protein, leaving, every product that I use and then leaving my deep conditioner on too long. So yeah, that was just a little bit too much protein because your hair is already what it's like made of like a keratin protein. So like I said, you need to have that in your hair for like strengthening and elasticity and stuff like that. So but too much of it, not a good thing. But so what I ended up doing, I had to look at the back of my bottle, all of my products, to see what products do I have that don't have um, protein in them. And pretty much all of the products that I had some kind of protein in them. They either had, I'm looking at my notes here, they either had the amino acid, that's a protein, hydrolyzed um, keratin, hydrolyzed keratin. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing them incorrectly. Hydrolyzed oak, silk protein, soy protein, SOY, soy protein, hydrolyzed wheat protein, hydrolyzed collagen, quinoa protein, rice protein. And I did see on the website that biotin is like a protein too. That's what I ended up Googling, and I saw that was on the list too as well. But yeah, those things, those proteins there, those are the ones that you really need to look out for. I mean, like I said, just don't have them you need to balance your protein. And I guess I thought I was doing it, and I guess I wasn't doing it. So I learned something there myself. I did. So to how you overcome protein overload is you have to clarify your hair. You have to shampoo your hair, clarify your hair, just get all of that. By clarifying and shampooing your hair, it helps to gradually remove some of that protein from your hair. Like I said, it's going to take sometimes for protein overloads, it takes up to like maybe 2 months, up to maybe like a whole year, maybe like almost like a year. It depends on your hair. It depends on how you're going to take care of that protein overload. But the best thing to do is to clarify your hair. Make sure you remove all the buildup, and you're going to wash your hair more than you usually wash your hair. Wash your hair at least once a week, twice a week. I washed my hair, I shampooed my hair, pretty much kind of did like a kind of light clarifying and cleansing every week, but I co-washed in the middle of the week. And I tried to make sure all of my products didn't have any protein. So stay away from protein in your products. And the main key is moisture. You're going to just moisturize and moisturize and moisturize your hair. Make sure your moisturizer do not have any of the proteins that I named. I'm going to list the proteins down below so you'll know which ones to look for. But you have to stay away from protein for a while until you can get your hair back at that balance. But other than that, that's what I did. I just moisturized my hair for the times that I was going through this protein overload. And the best way too is once you shampoo and you deep condition with a moisturizing deep conditioner, put your heat cap on. It helps lock in that that moisture. So put your heat cap on, deep condition your hair with moisture, and once you finish whatever your cleansing and everything, get yourself a nice moisturizing leave-in, a moisturizing cream, maybe like something with the honey or shea butter or just a butter or something, that as long as it doesn't have protein in it. And then you're just gonna just lock in that that moisture. I'm gonna say doing like protective styles. Like I did a lot of twists when I was going through my protein overload. I would just cleanse my hair, deep condition with the moisturizer, and then just twist it up and then just leave it, because by twisting your hair up or protective doing a protective style, it helps keep the moisture in your hair. So that helps there. And then if you have that damage like I did, I went and I just trimmed those pieces off. I mean, if you can't trim your hair, make sure you go to your you know, a stylist to trim that protein damage or those pieces out of your hair. But yes, examine your hair to see what your strands and everything look like. Like I said, just cut whatever off that doesn't be there. Otherwise, it's gonna break all the way up, and you're gonna have really serious issues. But yeah, that's what I did. I wore a lot of twists. Every so often, I would go ahead and do like a wash and go. But the twist protective style really did save my hair there, and just moisturizing. But I'm going to share some of the products that that I really used like over and over and over, that really did help me. And for my the first thing I would do, I would just clarify. Well, this one here, it does not have any protein in it. I clarified my hair with my clarifying shampoo, and I would use this like every other week. Every other week I would use this one here, because this one here is a little bit more purifying. It pretty much takes everything out. So I do it like this one here. If I wasn't going in with this one here, I was going in with my Giovanni clarifying, because this one here is a little bit more moisturizing. It had more moisture, protein free, and it just cleansed my hair without stripping it or anything. So these two here I would rotate. And if I wasn't using neither one of these shampoos, I would go in with my As I Am co-wash. Sometimes some people may be sensitive to the coconut oil, so kind of keep an eye on that. I didn't have any problems with my hair doing using coconut products. because I know, sometimes that coconut oil can, it's like a strengthening agency too. But yeah, kind of test it out. I didn't have any problems with using coconut products. It was fine on my hair. But yeah, coconut can be one of the ones that maybe that might not agree with your hair doing a protein overload. But I would go in with I would do my cold wash there. And if I didn't use this, my Giovanni 50/50, this was really, I went through two. This is like my second bottle here, which I'm always using this here. But I went through so many of these because this here, protein free, it just moisturized my hair. So this is one. So these here, yep, cleansers. And then this here, if you want to just co-wash in the middle of the week or so, because sometimes my hair was still feeling dry, I would just, in the middle of the week, just go in with this and just co-wash my hair. Like I said, none of those there have any proteins in them. They're protein free. And I'll list those two at the bottom too as well. But after I would cleanse my hair, I had my deep conditioners that I would go in with, and my number one deep conditioner that I went in with constantly. I went through three jars of these, and it's the Miche. This here, remember I told you, I think in one of my other videos, Moisture Love. This here, every week, I just deep condition my hair with this here. This has no proteins in here. It's protein free. And yep, deep condition, put my heat cap on, kept that on for about 20 minutes or so, and then rinse that out. And that there had helped me. If I wasn't using this one here, every so often I would go in with my Curlsmith deep conditioner. This is a moisturizing deep conditioner. There's no protein in this one. I didn't have a problem with this one here. So this one left my hair nice and moisturized. And I also used the As I Am one. This one here, it doesn't have any proteins in here, but it's supposed to help repair your strands, but it wasn't no protein in here, and it worked fine on my hair. And I'm thinking maybe that's why I didn't have to go back in and cut more off, because maybe this here was kind of repairing my hair as well. But yeah, but my main love was this one here. But yeah, so cleanse your hair, deep condition your hair with that moisture, and you should be, on the right track there. Okay, so even though I was deep conditioning my hair every week, maybe like every other week or so, I did incorporate this overnight. It's supposed to be like an overnight deep conditioner, and I did a video on this one here. I didn't use it overnight. I like to use it like maybe a couple of hours before cleansing my hair, and it's the Mael overnight mask here. This one here, it does not have any protein in here. At least I didn't see anything in here, and it worked fine on my hair. Other than that, this here gave me lots and lots of moisture. I would just keep it on for that 4 hours, and then after that I'll just wash it out and then go in with my cleaning, my cleanser and everything. But this here also helped save me too, because it gave me lots and lots of moisture. So that's part of my ones. But I was just applying moisture to my hair as much as I could apply moisture, because that was the key for getting rid of protein overload. And I just used those over and over and over again, and that was it. I try to make sure I didn't use anything, don't you know, I didn't really get anything new this time. I tried to stick with the same products because I know that they were protein free. And there's not a lot of products out there that are protein free, especially when you're going through this. That's what's the hard part. When you're going through this, that's the hard part. It's trying to find products that are protein free, especially when you're going through something like this, or even with someone that's that's sensitive to protein products, like low porosity girls. So yeah, but after I did all of that there, then I did have a few of my leave-ins. I did have some leave-ins that were protein free, and my main one that I used was the Kinky Curly Custard. This here is so moisturizing. You put these two here together, you just have moisture. This was like over and over. I went through, this is like my second one here. So I went through, and a little does go a long way. So I went through over and over with using this here. So love the Kinky Curly Custard. Kinky Curly Not Today. Well, the custard is also good. It did not have protein. So if I did want to use some gel, I would use the Kinky Curly, I would use this here if I did want to use some gel. But other than that, I went in. This was my leave-in. And then my next leave-in, I would also go in with, if I wanted like more moisture. This is another Moisture Love. Moisture Love. Just twist your hair with this and leave it alone and let that moisture just soak in your hair. This is, this is also protein free. It does have aloe vera in here. Sometimes aloe vera can be like a protein. So you may want to just keep an eye on that. See how your hair does with the aloe vera. It was fine with my hair with aloe vera being in there. So it wasn't on the protein list, but every so often when I did Google it, I did see something about aloe vera. So anyway, this one here is Moisture Love. It worked for me. So that there, and I have my other two ones here. And if I wasn't going in with them two here, I would either go in with my favorite. And I'm so glad this one didn't have protein. There was no protein in the curls, Blueberry Bliss. But it is coconut in here, so be mindful. But this was just so moisturizing. It's like my hair just it just loves this one here. It just loves this one here. So I use this, and if I wasn't using that, this is one, the TGIN is another protein-free leave-in. So this one here is also lots of moisture. Love that one there. And every so often I would go in with my As I Am. Like I said, just be mindful of the coconut or whatever. Like I said, it didn't bother my hair. This was fine. But those are my leave-ins that I just used for those 2.5 months, just constantly over and over. I would wash my hair like twice a week. I would wash, co-wash. I made sure I just wash, co-wash. Even if I had my twist in and it felt like they were dry, I would just get in the shower and then just wet them, and then just maybe just put my either this in there, or either my conditioner, and just twist it back up, leave it alone, and that was it. That was all I did. And I felt that the moisture was starting to get back in my hair. My hair was starting to feel a little bit better. So even for those, for that month, I did like all moisture, because like I said, that protein in my hair it was just so much protein. But when I got closer to, like, I'm gonna say, like, it's been 2.5 months, I did start to add the protein back in my hair slowly, because you don't want to get moisture overload. You don't want to come from protein overload to moisture overload. So you have to pay attention to that too as well. So see how your hair is feeling. I felt that my hair was starting to feel a little bit more softer, a little bit more, like moisturizing. And then you can tell by, if you take a strand of hair, if you pull it, if it was, if it stretched out too much, that means it's too much moisture. If it just pulls and it snap, you have too much protein. But if you pull it and it's not resisting your no, it's like just right. It's perfect. And that's what I went in with my, so that's why I wanted to go in with my protein slowly to make sure I don't have moisture overload. So I ended up, I'm sure you've seen this one here, I ended up going in with this shampoo here. This shampoo here has oat in it, and oat is a, yep, here it is, hydrolyzed oat. It is a protein. So I would use this as my protein and then just go ahead and use the rest of my products as moisture, just moisture. And then whatever leave-in I want to use, moisture. And that's it. So, but yeah, kind of, so keep an eye, even though you have that protein overload, still keep an eye on your hair, because you don't want to have moisture overload. Yes, you do want to moisture, but kind of keep an eye on it too. And like I said, you can, reading from online, you can have protein overload for, it lasts for up to maybe like almost a year if you're not taking care of it right. So keep an eye on your protein overload. But those are pretty much the things that I used to recover from my protein overload. Like I said, I had all these tangles. I couldn't, every time I would detangle my hair, the tangles would just come right back. So, and the shedding, I don't have all that shedding and that breakage anymore. And like I said, I did clip my hair. I think I did it like within like every week I was clipping my hair, because I would see a piece and I was like, oh no, that's just me. But if you don't feel comfortable doing that, make sure you see your stylist to trim your ends, because you're going to need your ends trimmed if you have protein overload, because it's breaking and everything. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope this helped if you're suffering from protein overload. Right now, like I said, my hair is fine, it's nice and soft, so this feels really good. So everything is coming along nicely. So yeah, so let me know if you have any questions or anything. Maybe I can help you, or maybe suggest some other some products that like I said, I'm gonna list all the products that I use down below. And then yeah, so if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll see if I can help you. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. But yeah, just be mindful when you're using your products, kind of balance them out. Maybe have one product that has protein, and then another product, make sure you just have like moisture without, maybe without that protein in there. But yes. But anyway, guys, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Have a good one.